It's about 20 minutes before the United States men's national team takes on Germany at Soldier Field in Chicago. The last warm-up match for both sides before the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the first on American soil since 1994. The American Outlaws, the home team supporters group, is leading the crowd through the USA chant, shouting each letter while clapping with their hands held above their heads. Phil Labas, a supporter from the Second City, leads the over 63,000 in attendance, clad in a red and white striped American jersey and a star-spangled bandana. A couple hours before, I had met Labas at an Outlaws block party, serving hot dogs to attendants. He was energetic when I asked him about fellow supporters being in Chicago.
We are a friendly city. We love you here. We want you here. And damn it, this is a soccer town.
It's an excitement felt at the national level as well. At the time of this episode's publishing, the 2026 World Cup has already kicked off, with the U.S., Canada, and Mexico welcoming the planet's greatest teams. With American soccer culture in the global spotlight, its fans hope to show visitors what the sport means to the country. I'm Nicholson, and this is the History of Soccer in the United States, Episode 5, Patriotism at its Best. Although the match had fans looking towards the future, it also played into the parallels of the past, starting with the venue. Many sports fans will remember June 17, 1994. Game 5 of the NBA Finals happened between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets. Arnold Palmer played his last round of the U.S. Open, and the NHL's New York Rangers held a parade for their recent Stanley Cup championship. But earlier that day, the 1994 FIFA World Cup, the first in the U.S., kicked off at Soldier Field. After a festive pregame ceremony, Germany beat Bolivia 1-0. Then future U.S. head coach Jurgen Klinsmann scored the winner. Germany also took a 1-0 lead against the U.S., with Kai Havertz scoring in the second minute. Although in enemy territory, their fans made their presence known throughout the match. Robby Montoya, whose mother is from Germany, was one of those supporters. He attended the match with his godson and his godson's father.
Oh, it's great. I'm glad we came here. We traveled here from Dallas to see this game. We're excited for it to be in North America again.
He also believes that the 2026 edition will increase interest with the younger generations.
I think it'd be amazing to see American fans just not only get behind American teams, but behind just soccer in general and watching it grow, especially with the young guys. You know what I mean? It's a passion of ours, and it always has been, and it's good to see it growing. And I think this World Cup will do it again, just like it did in '94.
Years ago, these pioneers helped ignite a new era for soccer in our country.
Speaking of '94, 15 members from that U.S. World Cup team were honored before the match. It was a historic side overall. They picked up the country's first World Cup win in 44 years by beating tournament favorite Colombia. A few days later, they qualified for the knockout stage for the first time since 1930.
Representing our nation on the world's biggest stage.
That squad spent years preparing for those moments under the leadership of Alan Rothenberg, who I interviewed in Episode 4, The Modern Soccer Landscape. The former president of the U.S. Soccer Federation had a plan to entice his audience.
Americans love a big event. And so we were saying, okay, we have got to make this a big event. And so, we had celebrities galore. We had all kinds of parties. We had a legacy tour that took us through all the cities, not just that we're going to host World Cup matches, but also other cities to build interest, to create the impression that this was a hot ticket. You must attend and you must watch it on television.
However,
no matter how hard we worked and no matter how successful the World Cup might be, if the U.S. team didn't do well, it would put a huge cloud over the whole process.
That cloud was lifted with the Stars and Stripes making the round of 16. While they fell 1-0 to eventual winners Brazil, Rothenberg was proud of the American turnout for the 4th of July clash and throughout the World Cup.
Everybody knows how demonstrative the Brazilian fans are, dancing and singing and face painting and scarves and replica jerseys, flag waving. Amazingly, we had at least as many American fans doing the same thing. And that was the first time I saw it. I said, you know what? They've caught World Cup fever. They really do understand the passion that's attached to this event. It's not just a bunch of soccer matches. It's patriotism at its best.
That patriotism was on display at the American Outlaws block party before the U.S.-Germany match. Fans dressed up as Uncle Sam, Lady Liberty, Wonder Woman, and a bald eagle. Dan Nicholson, another attendant, also wore his patriotic best. This included an American flag, Stars and Stripes hat, scarves, lassos, and a fanny pack full of pins.
I've slowly been piecing it together over time. I got these in Qatar. There's supposed to be a shout out to Indiana Jones and his lassos. Fedora just said, get that, and then I just pieced together these things.
But problems have appeared with high costs to attend this World Cup. The get-in price for every match at this tournament is at least $100 US. Final tickets are going at Super Bowl prices, a few thousand.
Are you guys going to any World Cup games?
Have you seen the ticket prices? That's why we're here today.
That's Amber Weiss, who attended with her family. For her, seeing the U.S. in Chicago was a chance to experience the patriotism and pass it on to the next generation.
This is actually the first time that I get to bring my daughter to see, so she's an up-and-coming soccer player and fan, so it's exciting.
As the match kicked off in Chicago with USA chants surrounding Soldier Field, optimism remained high for Phil Labas, leading the vocal crowd.
We have the opportunity to show other nations that we are a welcoming country. We're a wonderful country. We love our sport. We love our game. And please enjoy America, right? And on the flip side, we want to beat them all. That's the American way. This is how we play. America loves winners. And we're here to do whatever it takes to support our team to be as successful as they possibly can on the field.
Balogun, can he get inside? Still Balogun, Flo Balogun!
One game in, and the U.S. men's national team has displayed the American way, beating Paraguay 4-1 in their opener. Over 70,000 attended the match at Los Angeles Stadium. 29.3 million people watched the match on American English and Spanish language television, thus making it the most watched in U.S. history. Additionally, sold-out crowds have been common across the continent, with multiple nations bringing their energy and personalities. American soccer culture has been growing over the years, strengthening in numbers. Now, it's time to show the world what they're all about. I'm Nicholson. Thank you for tuning in to the history of soccer in the United States.